Credit to Chapter 5 Bryophytes. So term bryophytes is derived from a Greek word bryon means moss and phytons mean plants. So bryophytes are the small group of primitive land dwellers. The name bryophyte was suggested by the Braun and Impler in 1886. They include the subkingdom Embryophyta, which produce multicellular embryo. There are present bryophytes include 24,000 species under 960 genera. They are called as an amphibians of the plant kingdom. The general characteristics habitat, they have a green plant body which is a small structure rarely more than 5 inch. Habitat, bryophytes are mostly land dwellers, few of them living in or float on a water, for example Rixia fluitans. Plant body is green, independent gametophyte. It lacks true roots, stem, and the leaves. The plant body is relatively simple and lower form, thyroid, liverwurst, and the hornwurst. Show prostrate on the ground. In the higher form, the plant body is erect foliage with the stem and leaf-like structure. Internal morphology, the internal tissues are homogeneous or differentiated parenchymatous. In liverwurst, it is sometimes differentiated into the photosynthetic and the storage zone with an air chamber that cells contains chloroplast. Vegetative reproduction, it takes place by the fragmentation adventitious branches tubers rixia. The class is Hepataceae. Marchantia formation or with the parasitic apiaces. Sexual reproduction is oogamous type, and the sex organs antheridium and archegonium are jacketed and multicellular. The male sex organ is antheridium and the female sex organ is an archegonium. The fertilization is takes place in the presence of an water, so the water is essential for the fertilization. The zygote is retained within the centers neither independent nor possess a resting period. Embryo, the zygote undergoes repeated division to form an undifferentiated multicellular structure called as an embryo. Sporophyte, the sporophyte are simple than the gametophyte and independent partially or wholly from its nutrition. The sporangium is divided into the absorptive foot, elongated seta, and spores producing capsules. In a higher bryophytes like in mosses, sporophyte are distinct foot, seta, and capsules which are jacketed. Bryophytes shows alternation of a generation in which it is in characteristics by the independent green gametophyte as a plant body. In the gametophyte, then sporophyte develop as well as do like mosses reduce sporophyte to much developed stalk jacketed sporophyte with a capsule foot seta and capsule foot and seta. The alternation of a generation is content feature of a life cycle of an bryophytes. So bryophyte are there are the three classes: Hepataceae, Hepaticopsida, Anthocerote or Anthocerotopsida, Mercy or Bryopsida. The class Hepaticae. The class includes 280 genera and 9,500 species. The name of this class is derived from the Latin word hepatica, means liver. So hence member of these classes are commonly known as a liverwurst. The plant body is thyroid, dorsiventrally flattened or with the leafy axis. Rhizoid and scales are present on the ventral surface. Rhizoids are unicellular and branch. Photosynthetic cells are contains many chloroplasts. Sporophyte is represented by the capsule only. The plants show heteromorphic alternation of generation. Class Anthocerote. The class is represented by about 6 genera and 300 species. The plant body is a flat, dorsoventral thyroid, gametophytic, and various lobed. Smooth walled rhizoids are present. Tuberculated rhizoid and scales are absent. Cells are alike. Each cells have a single chloroplast and each chloroplast contains single pyrenoid. Sex organs are embedded in the thallus. Air chamber or air pores are absent. Sporophyte is differentiated into the food, intermediate zone or meristematic zone, and the capsule. That is food, seta, and capsule. Class Musci. It is the largest class in the Bryophyte, and they include 700 genera and 14,000 species. The main plant body is gametophytic and can be differentiated into two stages, juvenile stage and leafy stage, or a gametophore. Juvenile stage is represented by the green filamentous branch structure called as a protonema. It develops from the germination of pores. Branches arise below the leaves. Rhizoid are multicellular filamentous branch with the oblique septa. The sporophyte is green in early stage and can be differentiated into the food, seta, and capsule. Dehiscence of a capsule takes place by the separation of a lid or operculum. There are lots of economical importance of bryophytes.